Welcome to the Human-Computer Interaction Lab. I'm Ben Shneiderman and want to show you some of the work we've been doing in applying high-precision touchscreen techniques. Developing high-precision touchscreen has been a major goal of the lab over the past few years. The strategy is very simple, that when the user puts their finger on the surface of the screen, they get a crosshair cursor above it, which they can drag smoothly and continuously. And when they're happy with its placement, they lift their finger to activate it. The software for this was written by graduate student Andrew Sears, who conducted an experiment that demonstrated that pointing to a single pixel even was possible with a bare finger. Down to targets that were 16 by 16 pixels, the touchscreen was faster than any other pointing device, including the mouse. In this application, we're going to look at the use of this high-precision touchscreen to do touchscreen typing. We had a series of keyboards built from 25 centimeters across down to 7 centimeters across, and then we ran an empirical study to see how fast people could type accurately with this device. We believe this is useful for portable laptop or palm-top devices, or for embedding in more complex applications such as automatic transaction machines, bank machines, and point-of-sale terminals, where a keyboard would generally not be used, but occasionally might be necessary. It could be activated, appear on the screen, the user could type a word or two, and then it would disappear and return to the normal mode of use. Let's take a look at how this touchscreen keyboard works. In this large version of the keyboard, which is 25 centimeters wide from side to side, we see a standard QWERTY layout. In the experiment, the subjects had to type the string that was on the top, and they would do it by touching and lifting off. This is a string, and you can see I can type fairly quickly. In fact, in our experiment, up to 30 words a minute. Let's move on to the smaller screen. Well, this is called the medium-sized screen, and I can still type. This is a string to practice. We go down to the small-sized screen. It gets a little bit more difficult, and I have to be a little bit more careful about adjusting the touch that I'm making, but I can still type if I need to in this smaller display. Finally, down to 7 centimeters wide, and you can see the cursor is above my finger, and I can slide it around and then lift off. This is a string. So you get the idea, and I can adjust very smoothly and continuously, and when I'm done, I would select right there. In the experiment that we ran, you can see the novice users worked at about 10 words per minute on the extra small screen, and worked all the way up to about 20 words per minute on the large screen. The experienced users who practiced with this touchscreen brought their times up to about 20 words per minute on the extra small screen, and worked all the way up to 30 words per minute on the larger screen. We believe we can do even better by certain refinements to the touchscreen, and we will continue to do experiments on faster response time touchscreens, multiple touchscreens, and even more innovative gestural techniques for speeding up data entry from keyboard-like devices.